Hey, everybody, welcome to Wednesday Night Live. As I promised last Wednesday night, I'm coming to you live from San Diego, California. Had to be out here this week for work, but we're still having us a live show tonight. I'll give it a few minutes for people to populate in before we get really started. Let me just go ahead and let folks know. You've probably already seen, I've already done the kind of put the word out for the team tournament that starts on the 20th of September. For those of you who have already sent your emails in, you'll get a response from me probably this afternoon, tonight, or tomorrow. I'll send you an email letting you know that you're signed up for the team tournament. Hey, Mike, Big Bait Posse, and Bass Hunter. I had a feeling you guys would be first on today. Russell, how are you there in Virginia? We got quite a few fish got turned in this week. There's some changes, so we'll get to that in just a few minutes. We'll give it a little bit more time. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Again, that team tournament, if you're interested in it or if you've already sent me an email, I will reply to your email within the next 24 hours, letting you know that you're signed up. Probably going to just send out all the rules for the team tournament when I respond to you without the participant code, just to make sure everybody knows how that team tournament is going to work out. It's the same as it was last year. We are not going to do last year I did 7 fish. We're going to do 5, just like the 5 bass draw that we do in the summer. It's just going to be a little bit more. You got to really coordinate your catches a little bit better. So, hey, Tex, thanks for stopping in. Thomas, thanks for seeing you. Good to see you. Holy cow, Russell, what's wrong? How come you haven't fished for 3 weeks? I haven't fished for a week and a half, so I'm with you. That's horrible. Hey, Marty. Marty went to No Fish Nye, and it held up to its name, as he likes to call it, the other day. I haven't fished. It's been a week and a half, and my boat is not – I took it all apart, took everything down to Matt at Trick 10s. I'm going to pick it up probably Tuesday next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting my new boat and getting out on that. Now, of course, I'll put out a video on the new boat. Matt will probably put one out on Trick 10s. If you follow him on Trick 10s, he'll probably have it out before I put one out, but that's okay. Hey, Todd, good to see you. But yeah, I'll be picking up my new boat. I'm hoping Tuesday, which is what, that would be the 10th, 9th or 10th. Todd, I'm chomping at the bit. I physically went and seen it on Friday, and man, he did a great job. When I'm standing there next to the boat, I'm like, wow. What I gave to him and what he's turned it into is just night and day. So did a really, really good job. And we got the custom CNC decking. I got to see that. It's not installed when I was there, but I got to take a look at it. That's going to look real good on there as well. So he's just finishing up the wiring, putting in the decking. We put the motor on the back already, and he's got all the batteries. So he's just getting everything buckled up for it. So can't wait for you guys to see it. So some rivers there. Where you at? Some rivers are cleared out during these heavy rains we had. We actually haven't had any rain in Virginia that much. Actually, I don't think it's rained in a couple of weeks. And, I know that a few folks we'll see here in just a minute, because I'll be throwing up the spreadsheet, hadn't impacted the fishing that much, especially the smallmouth. So, Bass Hunter, you're saying it's tough down your way. Is it because of the rivers are up, or is it just tough fishing? You're in Joliet, Illinois. Okay. You had a lot of rain in East Tennessee. Yeah, that makes it tough. That does. It really does. Hey, Tim Morton, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. So while looks like we've got quite a few people in here, I am going to go ahead and first I got to share a photo. I got quite a few photos, by the way. I don't even know if we'll get through all of them, but hey, John, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you, my friend. Your river was screwed up from the flood last year. Okay. Flooding, it is a big impact. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek here. This photo came in of this fella here, and that is Mr. Nate Cross, who the last time I was out fishing, by the way, snuck up behind me on his kayak. He didn't really sneak up on me, but I knew who he was. But Nate's been catching some hammers on the Potomac, the upper Potomac, if I'm not mistaken. Nate, if you're on here, let me know where that's at. But he's done pretty good there in the last week or so. I think he caught that 2 weeks ago. He told me when I seen him on the lake, it's been about a week and a half ago, that he had a couple good ones. So, and then we have another, let's see, Brandon Treadway. Brandon Treadway sent me some photos as well. Nice big beard there, Brandon. Nice. Hey, Chris, I'm going to tell you the story. It's going to blow your mind. I landed in San Diego and thought I seen Chris McGowan, who's this guy right here. This guy, Chris. I was like, are you in San Diego? Actually, Chris and I have been on the same plane and flown to San Diego and get at the airport together in San Diego. He was doing business out here too. But I said, are you here? I said, there's a guy here that looks like it. Well, guess what, Chris? It was a guy that I knew and I've known him for years that I served with in the Air Force. I just could, Chad Houck's his name. He does look just like you, by the way. It was crazy. So, that's Brandon Treadway. So let's go ahead and throw that spreadsheet up because that's what everybody wants to look at here. This is where we're at today. I double checked. Pretty sure I got every fish in here. Again, guys, if I don't, let me know. Send me a note. Do it here tonight. But let's throw the spreadsheet up. Let me share it out for you. Sorry. Here we go. Nathan Cross has jumped into the lead with 57.5, 19.5 of 21. Those are some nice smallmouth. Mike Pendleton is down in second. Mike, I think I got your catches right. Bob down there in third. Bass Hunter, you're set in fourth. It's really, really close. Nick from Massachusetts, I hope he watches this tomorrow. And Brandon, you are right. Everybody's in it. It's still really, really close. So these are where we're at right now as of today. And I do know a couple folks are holding out, but that's okay. But as right now, Nate Cross is in the lead, and this is our 1, 2, 3, 4 top 5. So if you got 50 inches or better, you're in the top 5. I did look last year, took 60. Winners were right at 60 last year. So it wouldn't surprise me that we're going to need to be at close to 60 again this year, maybe not. Yeah. Nate, Bob, Nate is rocking it. Thanks, Mike. You sent me a lot of fish. I was like, is that another 17? Is that another 17? But I think we got it. So, hey, Gary, good to see you, buddy. But that's where we're at as of right now. I'll show that again here in just a minute. So if you're watching this tomorrow or in the morning or whenever, I'll show it again just in a few minutes. Now, this tournament is going into how many people in the tournament this year? 288 is what we have. 288 Bass Hunter. So 288, and if I'm not mistaken, Bass Hunter, your name's Mike too, right? If I remember correctly, we've got a lot of Mikes and we got a lot of Bass Hunters. So, but we're at 288 total for the tournament. Last I looked. Now, I've only got about 40 people turned in fish, but that's typical, right? So, but I tell you, it's still real tight. It's real tough. So, Bob, you have your good. Yes, you got a good luck charm to go with. Go with Nate. I mean, I think you guys were out together already. So, make him take you to his honey hole. So, but that's where we're at now. Team tournament, like I said, you'll get a response from me. Those folks who have signed up, and I think we're going to have around 40 teams. Looks like between 30 and 40 right now. Well, Brian, you're wrong. There's only one Brian Green, the bass hunter. But there's another bass hunter in Tennessee. As a matter of fact, there's another bass hunter in Ohio that comes on every once in a while. And there's actually another bass hunter in California that comes on. Oh, Bob, Nate is in your boat. Okay. Even better. Yeah. So I was talking about the team tournament before I got distracted. We are going to go to 5 fish this year versus 7, and it'll be the same rules as the 5 bass draw. And I will be sitting at Brian. I know you and Chris McGowan have signed up as a team. So good looking to McGowan and Green team. Okay. Is the McGowan and Green team the dream team? Just asking. Could it be? So real quick, let me throw another photo out here. Joe Pace sent us some nice big bass photos that I want to share with you guys real quick. Thanks, Nate and Brandon Treadway, for sending in photos. I didn't get the size on this bass, but it's a nice bass. If you guys send me in a photo, just send me like, hey, a 9-pounder, 8-pounder, 7-pounder, whatever. Give me some context to it. But that is a big one, for sure. And I'll tell you guys, one of the things that Gary's on here. Gary, you on here? I think I seen you come on. Yeah, I did, Gary. Hey, buddy. I always get on to Gary because he likes to hold the fish like this in the camera. Hold them like this. When you take a photo, that's because they droop the right way. You can really tell how big they are. But sometimes when you hold them like that, it hides how big the fish is. But then let me remove that one. And then this is Joe Pace there. That's a nice one too. Nothing to complain about for sure. I'll take that all day long. I bet most of us would. I'm going to go right at 6. That's like a 6-pounder. Now, I think this next one here is either son, grandson, but that's a pretty nice hammer as well. Real nice hammer. So, and then one more from Joe Pace here. That looks like a long, skinny bass, but I don't know. He didn't give me the weight. Or was it this one? Hold on. Let me remove that one. Add this one. Now, that one is a long, skinny bass as well. So, but they are hammers. All of them are hammers for sure. You're right, Brian. So, I'm looking. So, folks, throw me some. What is LSB, Brian? Longs. It's got to be L for long. Long, skinny bass. That's what for our tournaments, that's what we're looking for. Long, skinny bass. So, but there we go. Thanks for the photos, guys. Keep them coming. We'll throw them in there every week. We'll have a Wednesday Night Live next Wednesday for sure. It'll be the last one before the end of this tournament, which this tournament ends on Sunday. The 14th is when this tournament closes. So make sure you have all your fish turned in by the 14th of September. Got a lot of time left to catch some fish. It's 2 full weekends, basically 10 plus days to get out there and get on them. So I'm sure some of you will. Mike, Big Bait Posse team, and Bass Hunter, I'm sure you guys will get out quite a bit. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Chris, you had a 22.5 the other day that weighed 5.5. Where did you catch that at? Did you catch that? Did you go to Abel? Or was that a Mooney bass? If that's a Mooney bass, that was a sick Mooney bass. Well, good luck. Good luck out there for sure. Oh, you did catch it at Mooney. Okay. Well, that's odd. 22.5-inch bass at Mooney is usually in that 6+ range. The ones that I encounter, but every once in a while you'll get one you're like, where'd you come from? And that's in every lake. I do have an episode that is coming out right after this. It was on Mooney. Caught some nice hammers, but one measured like Russell, measured like a pickerel. I like that. Yeah, Brian caught a 22.5 at 7.3. Yeah, that's and Brian's had a 23.5 that was 5.6. That's a little unusual for sure. But yeah, right after this, guys, I have an episode coming out. If you want to read after this at 9 o'clock, actually, I think it's at 9:15 your time or 6:15 here in San Diego. Go over and check that out. It was on Mooney. I did not. A lot of you, especially Brian and Chris, Russell, you've been to Mooney too. You know, when the spillway is going, usually I catch fish at that spillway. I didn't catch any fish when I tried the spillway. I fished it for like 45 minutes and didn't catch nothing. Now I caught a good one you'll see off the sticks down from the spillway, but off some stuff. But I didn't put this in the video, but I went back, and the reason I didn't put it in the video because it got too dark for my GoPro. But I went back to that spillway right at dark, and I caught 9 in a row. 9 casts, 9 bass. I could not believe it. All of them were 3 or 4 pounds too. So Marty says you haven't posted the video of your biggest catch this year, the Marty bass. Oh, Marty, I got to put that out. I got to find that episode. Thanks for reminding me, Marty. I did catch a Marty. When was that trip, Marty? Because I thought we did pretty good. That was a good video, wasn't it? That's good. We had some good catches. I forgot about that. Guys, I get a lot of content, and sometimes I don't put the content out because I just lose track of it. So, yeah, I think I set the hook on a fish, and no, I didn't set the hook on the fish. The fish threw the hook out of its mouth and went into Marty's leg, and I had to do the old line trick and pop it out. So, but yeah, I'll go back and look at that. No, it wasn't a wacky rig video. It was. I just gotta go back and find it, Marty. I'll find it, and I definitely will put that one out because it. Marty was just going to go ahead and just push it all the way through and go all the way through his leg and clip it. And I was like, no. Let me show you the fishing line trick. And that fishing line trick, if you guys don't know it, it does work. But it's a good way of getting out fishing line. Actually, Gary has taken fish hooks out of me with that same trick. And I've done it to other folks as well, including Marty. Real quick, guys, I'll throw the spreadsheet up one more time. Again, thanks for coming in. We will have a live next Wednesday night. It will be the last live update for this smallmouth tournament before the tournament's over. But, hey, Marty, don't tell them that. Don't share that part. I didn't have good hold on the string. It did take me 3 times. That was the most painful part, was the times it didn't work. But yeah, we will have a live next Wednesday night, and it'll be the last update for the smallmouth tournament. Then I'll put out the results the following Wednesday. The team tournament kicks off on the 20th of September. I'll have everybody's participant codes out before that for sure. And then I think we'll take a 1-week break from Wednesday night lives, maybe a 2-week break. I'll let you know. I'll put out a note to everybody. But during the fall tournament Wednesday night lives, I will probably do gift cards. I've got a bunch of gift cards from sponsors I got to get out. So probably every live throughout October. Yeah, throughout October, every live that we do, we'll be doing some gift card giveaways. So if we all need tackle. I'm just going to say that. We all need tackle. So I'll be throwing out some gift cards and for everybody to take part in. So because I can't, part of the deal is they'll give them to me, but I can't use them. And that's fine. I want to give them all out to you guys. I don't talk about this a lot, but I'll just share this with you. all the sponsorship things that I have with sponsors, I get absolutely nothing. I make $0 on it. The key for me, especially with Omnia, is to make sure they pay out the prizes for the tournaments, and they do. They do a great job. Sometimes a little slow. And then the other things that I have sponsorship with, like Fins Outdoors, I just want them to give a 20 discount code for anglers. I'll push their products. I don't want anything in return. I already told them that. And long as I can get something back for my anglers is the way is what I really focus on. So, Chris, ETA on my boat is Tuesday. I went down and gave him the motor and everything on Friday. Damn thing looks good. I've already talked about this a little bit, so sorry to repeat myself. But Tuesday is when I should have it back in Stafford, Virginia, unless something crazy goes wrong, which I don't expect it will. So one more time with the spreadsheet real quick. Let me get that shared up. Here we go. Nathan Cross from Virginia. I guess I could put that in there. I know he's from Virginia. I know Bob is from Virginia. I just didn't put all the states in there. And I know Bass Hunter's from Tennessee. That's where we're at. Nate's at 57.5. Mike Pendleton, Bob Bianchi, Bass Hunter of Tennessee, setting in fourth. And then Nick in Massachusetts is setting in fifth. So that's where we're at, folks. Yeah, Virginia's doing a pretty good job. Last year, Tennessee won. I think Nicole won last year, last minute. But Tennessee did real good last year. I think, Mike, you and Bass Hunter came in pretty good as well. Now, we're paying out 5 places this year, so we'll share the love a little bit more. Marty says, I'm getting you a prize pack from Grande Bass. Okay. I'm good with that. The more tackle, the better. I will be doing just FY. Like I said, there's a video coming out here at 9:15. Please go watch it. I'm fishing with Mr. Reliable, and you guys will get it real quick. Most of you fish know what the most reliable bait in the summer and the late summer and early fall is. But I will be putting out next week. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to be putting out a transition video about transition baits. And we see all these videos on YouTube, best September baits, this and that. And I did a little studying when I was on the airplane flying out here. What's interesting is, and I won't pick on any channel specifically, but they put it out every year and they have something different every year. And I've just finally got to the point, it's like, they're just trying to sell products. I'm not trying to sell products. I'm trying to tell you what I catch fish on is what's worked for me. So I'm going to put a little different spin on it. And what I show when I say these are the baits that catch fish, I catch fish on them. I'm just not blowing smoke or trying to sell products. So Mike Kinnick won a few years ago. Yes, he sure did. Mike Kinnick is Bass Hunter in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, folks, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a few minutes back. Thank you all for coming in. If you're watching this later, thank you for watching later. We will be out here next Wednesday night with an update as well. Please, if you got photos, share those photos. We shared about 8 or 9 tonight. I really like to, get those out and make this a place that you don't have to, folks poking at you on Facebook or whatever you usually use to, throw your photos out on. I know Brian Green Bass Hunter gets picked on all the time on Facebook. But, this is a good place that we could just have a little bit of, good banter and share some photos. So please share those out, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday night. Thank you all, and good luck out there fishing. Appreciate you.